everybody? This is your boy DrkBLADExx, of Dark Forces Gaming Network, aka Black Hawk Division Leader for DCUO. What's going on? What's good, you pippin'? Let's get it. Alright guys, this is the 7th anniversary event of Attack of the Anti-Monitor, and we are doing the feat known as Time Dilation feat. This is a feat that I should have released last year, but things happened and I wasn't able to do it. But that's also a good thing, because with revamp, things change slightly, so it's best that I just do a whole new video. And here it is. This is a short version of this feat, so if you guys want a detailed version, step-by-step instructions, everything of how to get this feat, look in the description below and click on that link, because in this version, I'm pretty much just giving you guys tips. I'm telling you how to do stuff, but I'm pretty much giving you tips. I expect you guys to know a lot of stuff about this. Alright, before we get into this video, a couple things I need to let you guys know. First off, this is a video that will tell you guys exactly what to do to almost guarantee the feat. It's not a 100% guarantee. I cannot guarantee it. And that is because it's based on luck. Yes, this is a luck-based feat. And the reason that is because the spawn points are all over the map. Yes, all over the map. And it's random which point is picked for every time you queue in here. That goes for the Shadow Demons, and that goes for the Shards, all over. A Shadow Demon can spawn right on top of the Anti-Monitor and get instantly absorbed, or it can spawn all the way against the wall of the very map itself. Same with the Shards, all over it. It can be all over on one side, and you can sweep through it, or it can have you going back and forth from one side of the map to the other. With that being said, this is a luck-based feat. You may have to queue a couple times just to get it. Alright, another thing that will make this feat hard to get is because of the strategy I'm telling you in this video. Your crew will have to get used to this strategy. So don't expect to get the feat on the very first try or even the second try. Don't expect them to be used to it until around the third or fourth try. Alright, so don't worry if you don't get results the very first time. Eventually this will work for you, and it's worked for my group. It worked for us last year, and it still works for us this year. This year it took us 2 tries to get the feat. But I had people from last year and some new people who've never done this strategy before. So there was a learning curve. You guys got to get used to the strategy. But once you do, everything is going to work out. Alright, so let's continue. Get into it. Okay, first off, you guys are going to need at least 6 people in your group. At least 6. Now, I'm saying that because you can pug the feat and just have 2 pugs in your group. It doesn't matter. As long as those 6 know that they are trying to get this feat and know what to do, the other 2 can just be pugs. Now, with that said, there's a lot of planning for this feat. A lot of planning. So you don't want to just queue up by yourself. It's not going to happen. It will not happen. Right? There's a lot of planning. This is what I mean by planning. You need orbital strikes. You need supply drops. You need trinkets. You need backups. Okay? Just to name a few. You need shields. You need bombs. And I'm assuming that you guys know what all those are. And I'm also assuming that your orbital strikes and your backups and your supply drops are at full maximum power. Alright, I'm also making the assumption that you guys have your white socket tactical mods at full maximum power too. Now, when I say that, I mean the ones from Home Turf or the Layers system, okay? Those tactical mods. The very first ones to come out. Now, I'm not including the head, the legs, or the waist. I don't really care about those. However, those will help too, don't get me wrong. Those help. Everything helps, right? But as long as you have the very first socket mods to come out, the very first white socket mods, you're good to go. Alright, so I'm assuming you guys have that at full power too, because even in a scaled event, those will help you. Those make you even more effective. As far as your roles, we're going with all DPS and 1 healer. Now, you guys can really have any setup you want. You guys can really have any setup you want. However, we didn't use a tank because we didn't really see a need to have one. Now, yes, tanks can pull ads away from going into anti-monitor and make things easier, but with the strategy that we're using, everything melts. So there really was no need to have a tank pull anything. So we just did not do without it. But you guys, take from this what you will. These are just tips. Maybe you guys can incorporate them into your own strategy for getting the feat. Now, I'm going to assume that everybody in your group has 30 bombs. Everybody in your group needs to have 30 bombs. Whether it's just the 6 of you or the 8 of you who are trying to get this feat, 30 bombs. As far as shields, 15 to 30 shields each. But 30 bombs each. Okay, you're going to break off into teams. 4 people to the north, 4 people to the south. Alright? So every shard that appears in the south gets. Every shard appears in the north gets. Alright, this comes into the whole random system, because if all the shards appear up north, then it's just those 4, right? Yeah. So like I said, randomness. Now there is also another way to do it. You guys just all gang up on every single shard, but remember, you could be running back and forth non-stop across the field. So that's why I said teams. 4 to a shard. Now the first thing you guys are going to do, draw a bomb, go to your rotations, draw another bomb, go to your rotations. That is the formula, okay? So, draw bomb, rotation, draw bomb, rotation, the shard should melt onto the next shard. With just 4 people using that strategy, it should melt. Absolutely melt. Alright, and you're just going to keep that up all the way until it's time to fight the anti-monitor. Alright, just keep it up just like that. Save your backups, save your orbital strikes, save your supply drops, save your trinkets, okay? Save your sidekicks. You're just doing bombs and rotation. The first thing you do is draw a bomb, then your rotation. Okay, I can't stress that strongly enough. Just keep doing that and wait until it's time to fight the anti-monitor. Now, with the flying around back and forth from shard to shard, you're probably going to eventually get CC'd, aka crowd control. That is where the shields come into place. Now, the shields will block you from getting knocked around. However, if you see a beam of light about to explode on the ground, the shields will not stop that. You're still going to go flying. But as far as being sent one direction that you don't want to go, or having your movement mode changed on you, the shield will stop from that from happening. So you're going to have to constantly keep that up. If you don't know what the shield bubble looks like, it looks something like this. You want to pretty much have this on you throughout the entire battle from start to finish. This will protect you from CC effects. Not all of them, but most of them. Whenever it's not up, just recast it again. No matter who casts it, the whole group gets it. Alright, when it's time to fight the anti-monitor for the very first time, you're going to release all your trinkets, all your pets, all your backups, or henchmen, whatever you want to call them, associates, sidekicks. Release them all. Everybody. Release them all. You would need to do as much damage right now as possible. So release them all. Everybody. Everybody. Next, you're going to use your orbital strikes. Do not lose supply drops. We're saving those. Do not lose supply drops. But lose your orbital strikes. And be careful about your orbital strikes. Do not cast them all at the same time. Doing so will cancel out the damage. For example, if all 8 of you drop an orbital strike, 7 of them will cancel out and only 1 will hit. You can thank the devs for that. You need to drop an orbital strike, wait for the animation to go away, and then drop the next orbital strike. And then rinse and repeat. So orbital strike, wait for the animation to go away, orbital strike, wait for the animation to go away, orbital strike, wait for animation to go away, etc., etc. You're going to do this until you get to the O and anti-monitor. Alright, see at the top bar, you see your group's name, and do you see your name and health bar, and next to it's your target. When the health bar of the enemy reaches the O and anti-monitor, he'll start bringing out the shadow demons as you see right now. Once this happens, spread out into a perfect circle to where the dirt and the gravel meet each other. Pretty much where I'm standing right now. Space out evenly, not like what we're doing right now. Space out evenly so that you guys can cover an even amount of area. The first thing you do, draw a bomb, then go to your rotation. Draw a bomb, go to your rotation, and then wait for the next shadow demon to come out. Rinse and repeat. I cannot stress that enough. Just like with the shards, you're going to constantly draw bombs non-stop, no matter what health bar you see on it. Draw a bomb, rotation. Draw a bomb, rotation. Draw a bomb, draw rotation. Okay? You're going to keep doing that all the way until it's time to attack the anti-monitor again. Now, if you guys need to help somebody out by drawing a bomb at somebody, you see something you drew, try to help that out. Try to make sure that none of the shadow demons get through. You can only afford really to have only 1 get through. And really, not even that. Every time 1 gets through, it takes a little bit more time for the next one to come up. So, like I said, you're kind of going to mess up the feed if you let even 1 through. But try to make sure that none get through. Just keep rinsing and repeating. Once it's time to attack the anti-monitor again, you guys are going to release your stuff again. If your orbital strikes have come off cooldown, release your orbital strikes. If your backups, pets, henchmen, associates have come off cooldown, release them again. Now, It's time to use your supply drops. Release your supply drops and make sure to stand and stay inside them. This will give you a damage boost, even inside scaled events. Stand inside it and now do your rotations, and he should melt. Absolutely melt. If you guys follow these tips, you should get the feat just like you're about to see. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but I still have some more stuff to tell you. Okay guys, earlier I said this was a 50-50 luck chance feat, right? That is because the shards can appear anywhere. Like I said, you're splitting up into groups, right? So if all the shards appear on one side, then the other group's just standing still, not doing anything, not really helping out. And let's say you guys decide that you guys want to all just be together as you take out shards, which is another way of doing it too. That still works. You want to have all 8 on each shard, right? What if the shards are on both sides of the map constantly? You have one shard appear on the north, and on the south, and on the north, and on the south, and you have to keep running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That will greatly increase the time of the raid. So like I said, it's a luck-based thing. Depending on where these shards spawn, it will be very easy to get this feat or extremely hard to get it. The same with the shadow demons. Does the shadow demon appear right next to you, or does it appear far out in the map? Or, just in case of bad luck, does it appear right on top of the anti-monitor? Anyway guys, I hope this has helped you guys out. This is your boy DrkBLADExx of Dark Enforcers Gaming Network, aka Black Hawk Division Leader for DCUO. Dark Enforcers, Darkness Rises, holla. Remember, this is supposed to be the short version of this video, so if you guys want a more detailed version, be sure to watch the detailed version of this video. Link in the description below. See you guys later.